Let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making side adjustments here. They'll run the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Alabama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Hunt is on its way.
He was asleep.
The big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
I know. I thought about getting it.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Williams. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
I seen.
Body blows really,
All
really
right,
matter.
heard.
I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3
But I can't win a game in this division.
Games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
you know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense.
Losing 14-0 in the first quarter. It's always against Alabama.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
You think Shane and Cam are still out?
Coming out with it, it's Tate. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
I really wasn't trying to go to it, bro. I literally just put my bed clothes on.
Starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out.
I was too. I know.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. The tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's wrestled to the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure
I'm pretty tired too.
It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready.
I just watched the documentary.
Second down here as we're back.
It's called Catfished, I think, on Netflix.
Hides the back on the option to give. And a good
No,
solid
these like middle school going into high schoolers, they were in love, I guess, and they started getting blackmailed, and then eventually found out it was the girlfriend's mom telling her 13-year-old daughter to like kill herself and that her boyfriend didn't love her. It was good. Yeah, it was crazy. It was like 2.5 hours long.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The give is to Miller. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama built its identity on the strong running game.
Built it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something.
Yeah, but I'm probably not going to get it on the release. I don't usually get them on the release. What?
Gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I don't know.
The extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Now improvising. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end could hold on to it.
Here's the handoff. They stop him at the 23. Good pick.
quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
Looking for a deep man. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on fourth down? The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's looking deep. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling with them.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And this offense has done a good job coming out the gate strong. They've been really, really good. This is the type of play, man, you can give momentum back to the defense, swing it back to the other side if you're not careful with the football.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Throwing right. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And what a turn.
I just made this dude quit, and he was winning. Because I got a big 6.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Using his legs,
Hmm?
it's Haynes. At the 35, he's loose. Turning on the Jets. And I
You don't want to do that.
going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Wolverines in the hurry up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates
Yeah, he did.
momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
To the ground. He's got it again.
Oh my God.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, and great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Wants to to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Klein. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running to the left. Fighting off the defender. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move, he fires. He's got him this time. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 32, 1st and 10 coming. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. On the run, fires downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Keeps looking downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Toss sweep to the left. Inside the 30. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline, staying.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking for room. It's Peoples. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Tate. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. He's got the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the move from inside his own 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's in open space downfield. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down and run. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Flush down to the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll throw it. Wideout trying to get it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them.
Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man out of the backfield. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line
All
of
right.
scrimmage offensively? They
Yeah.
want to go tempo right now.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The jet sweep pass. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Under fire. He'll pull it down. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Trying play action. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Lost the fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
He'll bring it out. It's Downs. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He fires to the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off-play action on first down. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Running into the open space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone